What's up guys, it's Raggster here from the Jesters, and tonight I will be showing you a rift dungeon called Exodus of the Storm Queen. This will be the second time I do this dungeon, so hopefully all goes well. I will be tanking, so yeah, let's rock it. Let's just get buffed up. So this is quite a fun dungeon to do. There are a lot of tactics involved, which makes it a bit of a challenge. So let's just get buffed up, and then we can do this. Hopefully I still remember everything that has to be done in the dungeon. Yes, let's see.
I want answers, Watchman. How did the storm region overtake us so quickly?
Although this dungeon is quite enjoyable, like I said, it's not the easiest dungeon I've done before. Last time we did it, we wiped twice, and I must say that was mainly my fault. So, but I think this time it should go better. This is the first dungeon of the second expansion of Rift. So I hope you enjoy this video, and yes, I might cut out some of the parts that are not really necessary. I'll just show you the interesting parts of the dungeon and also all the boss fights. So I hope you enjoy it.
They're breaking through the southwest door.
Okay, the first thing that happens when you enter this dungeon is there are 4 doors located in the starting area, and then, well, mobs just crash through them and you have to kill them. Once you've killed all of those, boss will pop up. As far as I remember, it's like a tornado boss type of thing. But there's several phases to that boss fight, so I'll show you as soon as we get there. I just want to quickly get aggro here. Oops. Ooh. Okay, I think I've got all the aggro now. Hopefully people will forgive me for that bit of aggro drop. As you see, I just leveled up my planar attunement. Unfortunately, it's not a level, it's just planar attunement levels, which we'll cover in a later guide. 2 of the doors have opened at the same time. That didn't happen that way last time, so let's just hope we can all stay alive. I don't have the best gear at this moment, so I'm a bit of a squishy tank, so if I die, please forgive me. I am playing as a cleric tank, and because of the fact that he's a cleric, at least I have a few nice self-heal abilities, and also group heal abilities that aren't really that weak, that can really help in a pinch. So yeah, hopefully we make this quite easily. And it looks like now's a good time to use those group heal abilities to cover some of that aggro drop I caused. Let's see which door next. Where the skulls pop up, that will be the doors where you want to defend. But as you saw in the previous fight, some of the doors might open simultaneously, so just keep an eye out for skulls open there. What I basically use to monitor my aggro is click heal box, which comes up, you can see here, and the names of the people that take aggro from you come up in red. So it's not really designed for aggro measuring. It's actually a healing add-on, but it works quite well for making sure you don't lose aggro. So I recommend it to anyone who wants to use it. Okay, at least this time only one of the doors opened, as you can see, so this should go a bit better. Okay, what's that skull there? Oh, there's also people standing around there, so maybe I should go and kill those. Looks like the group is following me, so I guess I can charge in here. Okay, let's take them. Okay, well, while we're busy killing trash, I might as well give you my opinion on tanking in Rift. I would say it's really quite enjoyable. As always, there are times when tanking is a bit of a challenge, but doing GPS every time the whole time also gets old after a while. So I would definitely, if you're tired of doing GPS, try a bit of tanking. The nice thing about Rift is almost all the classes, and after the next expansion, all the classes will be able to tank, so there's no excuse not to try it. Okay, now the first phase of the boss fight happens. Hopefully I can remember what to do. Let's see. I think it's gonna be the tornado boss. Let's hope I'm right. Because oh, there it is. I think. Oh, first thing it takes over this thing. So, not as far as I know, it's just attack him and kill him. Let's hope that does happen. That is one of the places we wiped last time I did this boss. So I might not be right. Let's hope for the best. This boss has a attack that causes your health, not the maximum health, to be reduced. I'm not sure. I think you can heal through that, but yeah, it does become a problem if he gets a few stacks on you. There's probably a way to get rid of the stacks. I'm unfortunately not sure, so I just normally just keep tanking through them and hope for the best. I have a nice combat cooldown, so I'll also use those, and hopefully I can. Oops, I probably lost aggro there. Hopefully you will forgive me. Oh well, someone else said sorry, so I think that was the healer's fault, not mine at least. Oh, this damage is starting to become not so nice. Hopefully. Okay, we got the boss shock, but my health is low. But luckily it wasn't me that screwed up that one. Okay. Okay, then the next phase you fight this whirlwind, and you have to keep him centered on this little circle formed by these cables here. But I'm gonna die, no ways. Hopefully someone has a combat raise, let's see. That's another nice thing about Rift is there's a lot of combo raises, so but okay, looks like I won't be getting one this time. Yeah. Was I doing the right thing? Oh, okay, there we see. I got a combat raise. Then just to buff up everything again is the problem. Let me just get aggro on this boss and go and tank him where I was supposed to. Okay, luckily, yeah, like I said, there's a lot of combo raises in Rift which can get you out of sticky situations as that one. As you can see, the tank died and I was dead for quite a while, but we still made it. We still survived, and we'll still probably finish this fight without a wipe. So I would say I enjoy the fact that Rift has a lot of combo raising. It makes it a bit easier to get through the difficult parts. Let's just get this boss down, and then we can move on to the dungeon. Okay. Oh, there's still another phase to this fight, if I remember correctly. Let's see, I think we'll realize that now. Yes, and oh no, he's dead. Then we just have the loot here.
We need you downstairs.
Okay, I can't use that. I'll just go for greed, and then we'll continue with the fight. If that guy's been revived, he's been revived. So let's rock on. Okay. First time I came to this dungeon, I tried to kill everything in this room. Please remember that it's not necessary, and after you kill the first few people, you can run down the stairs to the next part of the dungeon. If I can just get aggro. Oh, what's going on now? Oh, I'm struggling today. I'm sorry guys. Yo. Here we go. Okay. Okay. Then I think it's down, just down here. Yeah, there we go. Okay, and we continue. Okay, as you can see, you just kill those two mobs and run down the stairs here, and you almost immediately run into the next boss fight. With this boss fight, it's just basically a case of tanking in the middle, but halfway through he enters the phase 2 where someone has to duel him, and it will only be the boss and that dueling player in the middle then, whereas the rest of the people will be outside facing off with ads. So let's rock. I'm gonna summon him and we can do this. Okay, let's hope we're ready for this. Turn the boss around and let's get going. Oops, what happened now? With aggro drop there. Luckily we got that back. Okay. So yeah, like I said, just tank the boss in the middle. Turn him with his back towards the DPSs. Just typical tank and spank. Okay, I'll just have to heal myself. Yeah, like you see, can see the cleric has a lot of self-healing, so don't be shy to heal yourself throughout the fight. Healing yourself also generates aggro, so make use of this and help the healers out a bit. Especially if you're squishy like me. Okay. You see, soon now is going to enter the second phase where the player has to run in to duel him, and then the tank just basically runs out and tanks the ads that come for the rest of the DPS players. As you'll see now, they're running up here. We'll just pick them all up. So as a tank or the people standing outside the dueling zone, you'll just basically be killing ads while the people inside, the person inside, has to kill the general. However, unfortunately he died, so the general goes back to full health and we start over. I've also, as a tank, I've got a combat rest, so I'll use it on the person that died and hopefully we can still save this fight. So let me pop in some healing there, some group healing to help out a bit. Okay. So, as you can see, thanks to the abundance of battle raises, all of the groups have been raised up again, so we can continue this fight for a second time. Hopefully it goes a bit better this time. Let's see. The creeps and the bosses in the Storm Legion dungeons are substantially stronger than the bosses from the first expansion in the dungeons. However, I find this to be a good thing because the dungeons do become a bit more of a challenge and it doesn't feel like you're just breezing through it. Almost, I would liken it to mini raids or heroic dungeons in some other types of games. I really enjoy the dungeons on the Storm Legion difficulty. As you can see, I don't think someone will have to duel him again because he's almost dead. Like I said, it's only the second time I do this dungeon, so I'm also still learning. Let's just heal up, okay, and that boss is dead. Only 2 to go. Those aren't really for me, so I'll just read. Okay, let's rock on. Got a nice glowing staff there, as you guys can see. So hopefully that will help us to kick some ass. Okay, and I think we're gonna face the next boss immediately here. There's not a lot of trash mobs in this dungeon, it's basically boss on boss on boss. And I have to say I prefer that because killing endless groups of trash mobs, almost said flash mobs, a different thing entirely, my bad. But yeah, the endless groups of trash mobs really are unnecessary. And having bosses with only small groups of trash mobs, I quite enjoy that. So you see, this boss is quite interesting. That's the other one we wiped on last time at this dungeon. tactics for this boss, basically just tank him in the middle of the room, keep him in the middle of the room, then every now and again he does an attack where he shoots a bolt of lightning at one person. As soon as that attack happens, he will that attack there, and not this one, sorry, that one is just attack him. But every now and again, I can't move now, so that was probably, I was supposed to be closer there. But you'll see now there's an attack where he, not frostbound, the third attack is going to be an attack where he shoots a bolt of lightning at someone. As soon as that happens, there's Winter's Fury. So it's not lightning, it's more like blue lasers. But as soon as that happens, get behind a pillar as fast as possible, because you will die instantly if you're not behind a pillar. As soon as that happens, just charge back in and attack the boss. So it's 2 frostbounds and then 1 Winter Fury where you have to run and hide down the pillar. Frostbound 1, running back in, just keep on attacking. And there will be another frostbound. Let's just do some DPS. That's frostbound 2. And in a few moments it will be blue laser time again. Okay, blue laser time. Oops, he's shooting me with the laser time. Oh, close call. But at least I made it, so let's just charge back in and kick some ass again. I think we should be able to kill him this time before the next Winter's Fury, or as I like to call it now, the blue lasers. So let's just keep on going on. Okay, and it's almost time to die. There we go. No, there we go. Okay, so not really much to that fight. If you just run away when he shoots anyone with blue lasers, you'll make it. Just as a note of interest, I am using a cleric obviously I'm a cleric, but I'm using a Justicar / Shaman build, and I think it works quite well. It's nice for tanking. Okay, so now before the final boss, there's just a few groups of trash mobs that has to be faced, but after that it's the final boss and then the dungeon is done. It's not really a very long dungeon, so why the hell am I the only one left here? So I guess the aim of the game is to avoid those creeps and run to the next group. So I'll just hook up with my group, because they have clearly not realized that I am being attacked. There they go, and I'm frozen and I'm gonna die. Or maybe I won't. Shot. There we go. Now we can all face them together. Okay. Whew, that could have turned out worse. Let's just kill all of these ads. Oops. Just get all the aggro back here. Okay. Let's get this mob down. Then it's time, almost time for the final boss. Where does that guy come from? Oh, still more. Or someone attacked the boss, I think, or aggro the boss. Because it seems as if the boss event started. Okay, the boss event, basically the little guy in front does something to fight with the big guy at the back, and while they're busy doing their thing, a lot of ads spawn, and eventually, once you kill all the ads, you have to run in and fight the big guy. As you know, NPCs have a bad reputation for leaving the big guys for the players, so unfortunately it's the same case here. But what fun would dungeons be if you could sit around and watch NPCs being the bad guys. So yeah. Let's just pull that sorceress in here for a close-up look. Now you guys will see as soon as we start fighting the big guy and doing the NPC's work for him, they will periodically spawn orbs on the ground. If you're tanking the boss, run over the orbs to pick them up, otherwise you will die. Sure. And as you can see, there are a lot of ads that have to be killed before you can finally start on the boss. But eventually we'll get there. Okay, now you can see the guy died, the NPC, and left the boss for us, so we can start attacking him, I think. There we go. So you just turn him around, let his face back face towards the DPS, and you tank him basically where he stands until orbs spawn, and then you just walk backwards to walk over the orbs. It's almost tank and spank. There's really not a lot to this boss. It's not a difficult fight. If you're not as squishy as me, that might probably cause some problems. Okay. At least we've got quite a good healer in this dungeon, so seems like we're doing fine. Okay, no orbs yet. Just always remember to keep a lookout for that. Okay. As you can see, we have lost one of our DPS's way back. I have no idea how that happened. So, oh, I missed the orb. Hopefully that doesn't cause my death. Oops. Oops. Okay, it looks like I'm still fine. That would adapt to what happens if you don't focus in a fight. Anyway, yeah, we lost one of our DPS's, so this is taking quite a while because it's taking a while to kill him, but looks like we'll get there in the end. Let me do a bit of group healing. Okay, there's the orb. Let's get the orb. So you just run over the orb to collect it. Pretty basic. Okay. It is taking a while, but at least slowly but surely we're killing this guy. Shame. Looks like the NPC I was making fun of died, so feel quite bad now. Oh no, somebody else died, so that's at least it's not the okay, someone battle raising. Like you can see, a lot of combat raises in this game. Some people might think that it makes fights too easy in dungeons and raids, but I don't know. I don't think it's too bad. I think it's nice to be able to get raised rather than wiping the group and starting over again on the boss fight. Now the healer has died. Okay, that's my cue to battle raise quickly, otherwise we're gonna have some trouble. Okay, at least I have some nice cooldowns I can pop, so we should be able to stay alive. As you can see, this is a classic example where a case where if there weren't that many battle races, we would definitely have wiped. Therefore, I think, even though some people might think it dumps down the dungeons a bit, I think having battle races on more classes is epic. Hopefully we'll have this boss down in time for Christmas, because this is taking very long. Okay. At least he's on his last foot now. There we go. So as you guys can see, not the smoothest dungeon ever, but that's mostly my fault. This is an epic dungeon. I love the bosses and the tactics that are required, make it a bit more interesting. So yeah, definitely try it out. If you don't have Rift, I think it's time to get it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will see you next time.